Welcome back to every NES game. He certainly is. This Darkwing duck. Let's get dangerous. Sadly, they didn't include that part of this NES-ified version of the theme song. Yeah, like all the other ones, this is a Capcom-based, oh god, NES game with the world's worst text sound. Sounds like a printer dying. To start, we have 1 of 3 areas we can go to. Quackerjack, get it? We're gonna go to the bridge level. I think that makes sense. So this is very much a Mega Man, I guess, esque sort of platformer, with the twist that you can grab onto the bottom of platforms and jump up on top of them. It's a kind of interesting little gimmick. So jump below them. But for this one, we have to use that to make a ladder appear from the sky. You know. I was trying to get into that, I don't know, crane. The hook. But you have to jump up here first. To carefully land on each of them. And they get up here. Get a 1-up. Have some bats. But yeah, this is a pretty good game, I would say. I mean, not as good as Mega Man. Oh god. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, I had to start all over from the beginning. It sucks. What are those creatures anyway? They're like turtles that suddenly speed away. It's very weird. Though I do love the future ducks with their guns. I know it's not like an actual gun or whatever, it's some energy gun or whatever, but it's so funny to have this Disney character with a gun. We do have an extra ability we can use if we want. Does a different attack, we'll show that in a bit. Died from that. So I have to start again. I was playing some of these games, I'm like, am I just really bad at NES games in particular for some reason? But then I remember that these are the type of games where they wanted everyone to not be able to just rent and beat the game. So they're all pretty challenging. At least for the most part. The ideal way is you want to line up with the little wire or whatever hanging from the top of these hooks. That way you'll know exactly where to land, so that you'll actually grab onto the thing. Fortunately, that thing, you have to be careful, or he'll just knock you off. There we go. We got him that time. From what I understand, Darkwing Duck is actually a bit more clever than a lot of the other Disney afternoon shows. It was like a lot wittier, or at least relatively so. For the sake of nostalgia, I did watch a bit of Chip 'n Dale and DuckTales a couple years ago. They all look fine, but like, even for kids shows, a lot of the writing in shows nowadays is just a lot more clever than they were back then. You know, they're for kids, so whatever. It's just something I noticed. Oh yeah, this is straight up a certain enemy from Mega Man. But this version is arguably even more annoying. Thankfully we had that attack which shoots in 2 diagonal directions. But we switched it for heavy gas, which uses gas energy. Maybe Uncle Page made it. Also, we have slugs. Also, you can duck and shoot. Some games you can't do that, even when they have enemies like that, and that's annoying. Speaking of annoying, this attack is not the best. Does a slow throw, and not even that far in front of you. For these enemies, at least, just shoot him regularly. It seems like a better idea. But he did drop a 1-up, so that's good. And we got a full heal! Now we get to the boss! Like, I remember his design from the show at least. So there's that. He's just gonna run around while this weird banana enemy seems to have a mustache. Okay? Maybe he's from the show. This actually does require a lot of, like, being careful and, like, having to pay attention to both the top and bottom of the screen. So that neither of them hit you. Because he's just running around, but even when you, like, get down to his level, he'll just go to up or down a level to avoid you. So you have to have like, some quick timing to hit him at all before he transitions. From top to the bottom, and then you die. Thankfully, it does start you from the boss. See, they don't think at all. You just jump into the spikes or do something. It always, like, it's hard for me to adjust the fact that, because in, like, a lot of platformers, you press A and down to, go to the platform below you. But in this, you just press down. And I didn't do such a great job of getting used to that. Oh, god damn it. Of course, you have to start from the beginning of the stage again. That's a shame. The game's fun. It's just sincerely weird to me that for a game based on a kids show that's trying to be a kids game for kids, it's honestly more challenging than at least enough games nowadays. Like, honestly, I guarantee there's like most games on the NES which are all supposed to be kid friendly. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are far more difficult than like your average M-rated game nowadays. It's very weird.